Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on this video. It helps a lot. With that being said, let's just hop right into the video. So, how have I been coping with anxiety through this quarantine? Okay, first we will start off with getting out of bed. Ironic, because I'm in bed right now, but I mean getting up out of bed, even if it's just to brush your teeth, to make food to eat, to switch to a different place to sit. My therapist told me a while back that staying in bed just feeds it, and even though it's the hardest thing ever, especially if you're down, it's really important to just get up. Like, you just have to force yourself up. A good TED Talk is How to Stop Screwing Yourself Over by Meg Robbins. She basically says to count down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. She teaches you this 5-second rule, and I'll link it down below. But yeah, she basically says you're never gonna feel like it when doing things, so might as well, you just have to do it. You know what I mean? Nike. Now, bouncing off of getting out of bed, moving in general is really good. Maybe go outside for a walk, move around your house by cleaning your room, decluttering. More importantly, maybe a workout or yoga. A workout would be really helpful for getting your dopamine or runner's high from that. And doing yoga and stretching your body can just help calm you down, and just breathing through all the movements. So that's something I really suggest. Going outside for a walk outdoors is really good right now if you live somewhere where it's kind of sunny, or the sun is just out in general. Even if it's not hot, I suggest going outside, maybe for a walk, or just sitting outside for lunch. Obviously, if you're outside, take precaution if you're around people. My neighborhood, there's not really anyone around, so you just wear a mask and walk outside. But vitamin D is really important. Even if it's cloudy, you're still getting your vitamin D in. And let me see, there's vitamin D activates genes that regulate the immune system and releases neurotransmitters, which are your dopamine and serotonin. So if you're low on vitamin D, that's also what causes seasonal depression. So yeah, just try and get some sun. Another thing would be meditating. I use Headspace, and I think they have free meditations, but it is $70 for the Plus, which includes courses on meditating for anxiety, meditating for let's say a plane ride, or you're going through a breakup and stuff like that. If obviously $70 is expensive, but I do believe spending money on physical and mental health is really important. But also there are alternatives. So watching YouTube videos, there's meditations all over YouTube. I just love Headspace because it's specific courses. But yeah, there's obviously YouTube videos, and I'm pretty sure there's other apps too. So yeah, it really also helps practice mindfulness, and mindfulness is really important. It's about being in the present moment. And when you do have anxiety, you tend to look at the future moment or keep worrying about the future, and then you miss what's in front of you. So I just think mindfulness is really important. Just sitting here and being grateful that you're able to breathe, you have a house, that you're able to eat, and stuff like that. And also, people get intimidated by meditation. They're I can't sit down for 20 minutes and just not think. That's not really the point. You can start off with 1 minute, you can start off with 3 minutes, you can start off with 5. It's all about practice, and it's all just about taking your time out and just sitting down and breathing. And no one just sits there and doesn't think of things. It's more about practicing shifting your focus from thinking of things to breathing. Another way is reading, and I know reading sometimes is hard, especially when you have anxiety, because your concentration is just so just try to find a really good book that'll make you dive deep in. Or you can also pick a book on helping anxiety, because they just dive deeper than what I'm speaking of, deeper into the surface, and can really help you learn about yourself and how to control yourself or your anxiety, or being at ease with your anxiety. a really good book that I read was Fear by Osho. Now, if reading is too hard right now, podcasts, YouTube videos, Netflix, preferably something positive. I really love podcasts, just like washing the dishes and listening to podcasts, eating and listening to podcasts, cleaning, stuff like that, or walking. So I think that's a really good way if you can't read as well. Oh yeah, sorry if I'm looking down. I have my notes here so I can remember everything. Another thing I did is taking breaks from your social media. So every like 5 days I've been taking breaks from Instagram, Snapchat, and a little bit of Twitter. It's kind of hard to stay off, but it doesn't mean like deleting your whole social media. It just means deleting the apps so you can take a break. Because I tend to compare my life a lot with people on social media, and then there are a lot of people who are outside of quarantine already. And like watching them out while I'm inside is just like giving me anxiety, so I had to delete it. And I'll just go on for a day or like an hour, and then I'll delete it again for another 5 days. Another thing is decluttering your social media and phone, unfollowing or muting people that is bothering you in some way. And then you can also declutter your phone, delete old photos, delete messages, delete apps that you're not using. I'm pretty sure you have a lot of photos, or I'm speaking for myself, a lot of photos on my phone that's just there. Whenever I'm trying to look for an old photo, I have to scroll through like thousands. So I'd rather, like, let's say you have a selfie day, you take like 100, just like keep 1 or 2 or delete all of them that are old. And then another thing about decluttering is decluttering your room. A messy room to me is like a messy mind. Whenever my room's messy, that's usually when my mind is messy. And just putting away like 3 things or 5 things will help so much. Yeah, and lastly, what helps me is switching around things. So let's say I work out. I will work out for like 10 minutes and then switch over to like yoga for 10 minutes and then switch over to like reading for 10 minutes. And then I just keep switching through things just because my mind gets distracted so easily that it gets bored of things. So I really have to like switch things around. That might not be good for everyone, but it's good for me and it helps me a lot. Maybe like do homework for 10 minutes and then do something else. Yeah, just doing things all the time constantly, whether it is switching around or just staying on something for a long time, will help you from just sitting in bed and just like sitting there and thinking. Which also brings me back to meditation. I like meditation at the end of the day. I mean, some people, you can do it both in the beginning or the end of the day, but for me it helps me because I think the most right before I go to bed. So I try to meditate. I'll try to read first, so it makes me sleepy, and then I'll try to meditate, and I'll either fall asleep or I'll be so calm that I'll like turn it off after I'm done and then fall asleep like right after. And that concludes the video. So I hope you liked it, and I hope you're staying safe, and I really hope this helps you in any way. And if you have any questions or suggestions, put them down below for other people. And that is all. I will see you guys in the next video.